This land means a lot of things to many people. For my father, coming to this country looking for a better life, he found himself surrounded by these mountains. Being able to say, it's not very different from where I grew up. That connected his heart to El Paso. So as I walk these trails, it's like I'm walking in the footsteps of my father and also all the generations that came before him. And to erase those footsteps and to take away those opportunities would be devastating.
Mucha gente ve el desierto y piensa que está vacío porque es gris y no hay vida, pero está lleno de vida, de pájaros, de animales y de plantas. Entender la importancia y el valor del desierto chihuahuense es muy importante porque nuestro futuro y el futuro de futuras generaciones depende de ello.
I think a lot of people think that going outdoors is a luxury. I know some families in our community that have 2 or 3 jobs. To be able to come outside is very hard. There's never time, or there's always an obstacle or a barrier why to go. And we need to work to change all of that. That's why I love to bring my son out here. It's not just a luxury, it's something that we need in our daily life.
The Frontera Land Alliance is a land trust that works in El Paso, Texas. We focus on the preservation of open natural areas, working farms, ranches, water recharge areas, and preservation of wildlife habitat for the northern Chihuahuan Desert. As our population and industry grow, there's also an increased need for open natural areas, working farms, and ranches. They bring in ecotourism, they bring in agriculture. We want to keep them open. It's important to keep the desert lands vibrant. They're very fragile. The impact it has is irreplaceable. To make sure these lands stay vibrant, we want to make sure that the community can connect to these lands to understand and see the importance of them. One way we achieve this protection and provide access is with a conservation easement. Conservation easements with the City of El Paso have allowed us to open up 1,300 acres for the public to enjoy through various recreation opportunities. The next step is to restore the lands. We'll work with the landowner, create a plan, and we'll come in and restore the trails. We do restoration with planting of seeds. We address erosion control, which may be from wind or rain, but you can't stop there. You need to educate the community.
People don't protect what they don't care about. First, they need to connect to the land. So that's why we have free guided hikes to the community. Regardless of the zip code, it's free of charge. We also do in-classroom visits, and we take kids to our nature preserves. You can see in their eyes how life-changing it is. They see lizards, and we see deer, and we show them the prickly pear, and they connect because their grandmas or abuelitas use it as nopalitos in their salads and in their foods. So it's just, you can see the connection that they're making.
It's hard to love something that you never experienced in your life. And I think this is why Frontera Land Alliance is making such a big impact in our city. I see old people, I see young people exploring something that they would have never really known about if it wasn't through Frontera Land Alliance. You sow one seed into one person, that's gonna grow into many, many generations. Y todo eso causa un gran impacto.
I see Frontera as the caretaker of the Chihuahuan Desert. That's why we want everybody to connect to the desert land so that they take ownership and they too want to connect and preserve it.
When we bring people out here, we see that they love it at first sight. And that is really critical as we're preserving it for the next generation.
I always say that faith without action is dead. Frontera Land Alliance is creating a snowball effect. And we're able to connect nature to our hearts, it's gonna bring a lot of healing. Conservation is not just something we preach because it's pretty to look at. We have to see the bigger picture, how it could be different tomorrow.